And now, live from the red carpet, we have a passing through Kamen Rider. You better remember that. Kamen Rider Decade! Hello everyone, this is KID and I'm bringing you guys a model kit review of the Figurized Standard Mass Rider Decade, which is what the box says, but we all know him as Kamen Rider Decade. Now for all you watching this is not an action figure, but it is a plastic model kit, which means that you will have to build it, paint it, and may need to apply some color correcting stickers. So without further ado, let's get started. Now although there is an SH Figuarts version of this figure in the market, the Figurized model kit is a great substitute as it is cheaper. You have absolutely no idea of the price range for Figuarts these days, and we all know who to blame for that, right? Decado! Anniversary season aside, Kamen Rider Decade was the first Kamen Rider series I have watched in its entirety. I've known about the series for a very long time, and I was deciding on what would be a good series to watch. So I picked up the one where he could transform into other riders. What I didn't know was that it was an anniversary season. After that, I went on to watch Kamen Rider Double, became a pirate, and watched the other seasons online. So what better way to maybe start a Kamen Rider Figurized Standard collection other than the Destroyer of Worlds himself? Now let's see what he comes with. He comes with weapon holding hand, relaxed posing hands, fists, a rider card holding hand, a ride booker, the ride booker in blast mode, the ride booker in slash mode, the Neo Deca driver, 2 open driver buckles, a set of rider cards, and a stand. So now that you've seen his articulation and accessories, what do I think of this model kit? Well, the painting, the only painting, and the sculpting of this figure is amazing. I should know, I built it myself. I love the way how Bandai has separated the parts based on the primary solid color of the figure, which is very appreciated. If you watched my unboxing video, you would have noticed that this kit comes with black, white, grey silver, translucent green, clear red, and magenta plastic, which is why color correcting stickers are needed, where I'm ashamed to admit that I used up almost all of it. But that's expected, as I would not have enough time to build and paint this figure, all while juggling a full-time job. The only painting I did was the gold in between his antenna using a simple gold marker. The rest of the stickers would be the black stickers on his shoulder, the black stickers in between the armor, the magenta on his biceps, as well as the white and magenta on his kneecaps. And the reason why his eyes look so bright is because there is a foil sticker behind it. The main motif here is that there should be an alternating rough and smooth patch on his visor, which is why it is important to push the black plastic as flush as possible to achieve this. A downside of model kit building is that nutmugs are more prominent on lighter colored plastic, which is why it is more obvious on the magenta colored plastic. The nutmugs on the white plastic can be seen if you look hard enough. The grey plastic is another obvious one. And finally, the black plastic is a 50-50 situation depending on how you cut it. Now I gotta give another prop to Bandai when it comes to the sculpting of the figure. What I really appreciate is that they even sculpted the bottom of his boots, which will make taking pictures of his rider kicks even more interesting. Additional stickers are also required for his weapons. The most noticeable one would be the green foil stickers in the middle of the ride booker. Now one thing I really hate about these stickers is that they are a single solid piece, which is meant to be wrapped around the corners of the weapons. This is extremely difficult to do because you will not know where is the starting point to place the sticker. I regret my decision to start with the sticker with the Decade logo, peeling it off multiple times to get it right, which in the end caused a lot of creases on it. At least this is different for the hosted ride booker. Since it is a solid piece of white plastic, all you need to do is just stick the grey sticker in the middle and the corner of the part, which will be an easy thing to do. And to make it look attractive, I use a black marker to paint the black parts of the ride booker. Now to place the weapons into the weapon holding hand, you cannot simply just slide it in or force your way through. You would have to loosen up the thumb just a little bit, slide it in, align it with the hand, and push the thumb back in. And there you go. Now let's talk about the rider cards accessories. Each and every one of these are all nicely printed on a plastic vinylish material. There is a tape on top to keep the cards from scratching, and it also doubles as a way for you to put it back in after using it. The back of the cards are also printed nicely as well, as you can see all of the rider logos. Now the sound effects of Decade are my favorite, so I'm gonna try my best to imitate it while mentioning the designated rider cards. So here we go. Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Thighs, Blade, Hibiki, Kabuto, Den-O, Kiva, Double, Oz, Forze, Wizard, Gaim, Drive, Ghosto, X8, Buildo, Zio, To put the rider cards in his hand is simple. Just by using his designated rider card holding hand, you'll notice that there are a few slits in between the fingers and the thumb. So all you need to do is to line the card in between the slits and slide it in. Now sometimes it can be hard and you may not be able to do it on your first try, so be patient and take your time. The rider cards can also be slotted into the Deca driver as well, regardless of the mode it is in. Again, this would require some trial and error as the slit in between the driver and the belt buckle plastic is slim. But once you got it, you can easily slide it in just like in the show. You can also do the same even when the driver is in its enclosed mode. With the red translucent plastic, you can get a glimpse of the logo of the card in use, which is a nice touch. Same features also apply for the Neo Deca driver as well. The stickers on it include a silver ring in the middle, translucent sticker with the rider logos on it, as well as the colored rings on the buckle. Last but not least, the figure comes with a stand, where you can plug it into his tailbone, and you can get some awesome poses as well as the signature rider kick. So all in all, this model kit is awesome. It is indeed a good substitute for the SH Figuarts version if you're on a budget and you like building model kits. I would highly recommend you picking this up if you're a fan of Kamen Rider Decade, or you can just pass through it when you see it in stores. Now I gotta ask you, does he look good on my Ranger shelf? So if you like this video, blast that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know if you want to see some more Figurized standard kits review, as I intend to pick up some premium Bandai Rider kits over the Chinese New Year weekend. So what better way to kick off the new decade with Kamen Rider Decade himself. Now feel free to share this video amongst your friends and family, and consider subscribing because it's free. This is KI the Man, and I'll see you guys next time.